Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
The following portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by Conway Medical Center. Well, good morning, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. Today, I am at Conway Medical Center. I'm chatting with Dr. Sanderson, ENT here. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks so much for coming.
I'm very excited to learn why exactly you went into this field in the first place. Was there anything that drew you to becoming an ENT?
I knew early on in my career that I wanted to be a surgeon. I enjoyed procedures and helping patients do that, and probably one of the best parts of ENT is the wide variety of patients that you get to see. So you get to see newborn babies, you get to see patients, 90, 100s in there. So there's a really variety of patients, and I really enjoyed that.
And what would you say are some of the typical symptoms you see of patients that come in here?
Yeah, so we see a lot of problems with trouble breathing through the nose, allergies, chronic sinus disease. We'll see tonsillitis. We see a lot of ear infections in children. Nasal obstruction is very common. Ear problems. So really anything to have to do with the head and neck, we see a lot of it.
And what typical procedures do you do?
So there's a big variety of things we do. So we do some very straightforward ones like ear tubes in children with recurrent ear infections, tonsils for recurrent tonsil infections. I personally do a lot of nasal surgery, so a lot of fixing deviated septums, which run down the middle of the nose, functional rhinoplasties to reconstruct the outer part of the nose, sinus surgery, and thyroid.
All right. Do you have a favorite one? Are you allowed to say, or is it a secret?
Yeah, I definitely do. So I did a fellowship in facial plastics and reconstruction. So I very much enjoy nasal reconstruction, so rhinoplasty, rebuilding the nose. Sometimes we have to take a rib graft and rebuild it. So there's definitely an art to rebuilding the nose to get it both functional and aesthetically pleasing when you look at it. So I definitely enjoy rhinoplasty. Upper eyelid surgery is enjoyable for me as well.
And I'm chatting with Dr. Isaac, who's an ENT here. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
All right, let's talk about you and how you ended up in this field in the first place.
Okay, let's see.
Take me back.
That story is going to start way back in high school. That's probably when I decided that I wanted to go into the medical field. And I'm pretty sure I had the idea that I wanted to be a doctor at that point. From high school, I took classes to become certified to be a pharmacy technician. And I worked in a pharmacy at a mental hospital in Columbia for several years towards the end of high school and through college. Went to Presbyterian College for undergraduate education. Majored in medical physics there, and then I went to MUSC in Charleston for medical school, and I was fortunate enough to complete my residency in ENT at MUSC in Charleston as well.
I was going to ask if you had an age range that you typically see, or is it kind of the full gambit?
The full gamut, birth to death. Yeah.
Wow. It's a rewarding work, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I enjoy what I do.
Okay, so tell me, what are some of the symptoms that might make you think that you need to come see an ENT?
Oh man, that's a
quite a bit.
Yep. Anything that feels abnormal. There's an old saying in ENT, pleura to dura. Pleura is the lining of the lungs. So right top of the lungs to dura is the covering of the brain. So anything between the collarbones and the brain, right?
Okay.
If anything feels abnormal, pressure, pain, drainage.
All right, so if somebody is watching this right now and they think that they need to come and see you guys, what's the best way to contact y'all?
I would just call our office and check our availability. Sometimes our office will ask for a referral, but sometimes if you have a more pressing issue, they can come directly to us and we can get you in without a referral. But that's the typical process.
This portion of Living Local Carolina was sponsored by Conway Medical Center.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Guys, this is such a treat. I am joined by Ranger Mike, and we are at Atalaya Castle. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. So good to see you.
I've been looking forward to this for a very long time. I want you to tell me all about this place, and it's so rich in history.
Indeed, it is. In fact, this is it's a National Historic Landmark.
Yeah.
One of only two that we have in the South Carolina State Park Service.
All right, so tell me the story.
So this was the winter home of Archer and Anna Hyatt Huntington. Those are the people who built Brookery Gardens, which is literally right across the street. Anna was a world-famous sculptor who made a self-made woman. She was considered probably the 10th wealthiest self-made woman in the country at the time she married her husband, Archer Huntington. Archer was one of the wealthiest men in the country. He'd inherited a vast fortune from his father, Hollis B. Huntington. Made the original Huntington family fortune with California Gold Rush, selling supplies to folks hoping to buy gold. Turns out that's where the real money was. Then invested that into Transcontinental Railroad, helping to build the first railroad, unite east and west coast of the country together, and then invested in the Newport News shipyard. So Archer's his only son inherited this vast fortune from his father.
And clearly he did a pretty good job spending some of that.
He did. In fact,
I might say so.
yeah, so Archer actually devoted his whole life to philanthropy, giving that fortune away.
Yeah.
He used to joke about himself that wherever he put his foot down, a museum was sure to string on. That was kind of his hobby.
Yeah.
In addition to building Brookery Gardens, he also built the Mariner Museum in Newport News and the American Hispanic Society Museum in New York City.
That's incredible. And to think we have this gorgeous structure now to come here and enjoy. It's a little different than it probably was back in the day when they were living here.
A little bit, yeah. So what actually brought the Huntingtons to South Carolina? They had very fine estates in New York and Connecticut. But shortly after they were married, Anna had been diagnosed with tuberculosis. So it was actually a search for health in a warmer climate that brought the Huntingtons originally to South Carolina, which still brings a lot of folks here. And nowadays, that huge chunk of land is now mostly Brookery Gardens, but 2,500 acres on the east side of Highway 17 became Huntington Beach State Park in 1960. And then also parts of the land that they own on Sadie Island and the Waccamaw River are now parts of the Waccamaw Wildlife Refuge.
Wow. And you can come and see this castle today, but what is there actually to tour?
So the Atalaya Castle, which, by the way, castle is what everybody in the community called the building. It's not what they simply refer to it as Atalaya, which is Spanish for watchtower, by the way. And it refers to the very literal centerpiece of the building right behind us. Having never lived in the South before, the Huntingtons were very concerned about mosquitoes. So they built a watchtower that was really a water tower that was also meant to double as a giant bat house. They wanted bats to live in the watchtower. They wanted those bats come flying out every night eating the mosquitoes, and they figured that would solve the problem. But honestly, they hit on a more practical way of avoiding mosquitoes. That is, they just went visit in the winter times. It's never that big of an issue.
You can't really avoid the mosquitoes here in the South End,
Unless you only visit in the winter.
True. All right, Ranger Mike, I appreciate you talking to me about this. Where can people go to get tickets? Do they have to get them here? Can they get them online? How does all that
So the admission into Atalaya is separate from the park admission. So the admission into Atalaya is $2 per person. Atalaya during the warmer months is open from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. And you can buy your tickets right here at the building. Throughout the summer, there will be guided tours of Atalaya on weekdays at 2 p.m. and on Saturdays at
Well, good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. If your love language is gifts, you definitely want to listen up to this one because I'm joined with Tammy. You are from Gifts from the Heart.
Yes, I am.
What a great name.
Thank you, thank you.
And it really is exactly what you do. We have all these props to show what exactly you do, but explain it to me and what our viewers can do to help what you guys do.
Okay, Gifts from the Heart is an organization I started in 2018 when my mom was diagnosed with dementia. And when I went to visit her in the nursing home, I realized that there's so many residents in there that don't have family members to come and visit them. And it just broke my heart. So I decided that I want them to know they're not forgotten. So during all the holidays, Valentine's Day, Easter, Christmas, Mother's Day, Father's Day, I go and I give to residents in nursing homes with dementia and Alzheimer's. You know, I give them these items, which are everyday items that they need. That way they know they're not forgotten, even though they're not going to remember me from one minute to the next, which is fine, as long as they know that they're not forgotten.
I think it's really awesome what you do, and sometimes it's the littlest things that make such a difference in someone's day.
Yes, just to see the smile on their faces, it makes me so happy. It does.
So how have things gone over the last couple of years? I'm sure people have started donating to you.
They do donate, which is very nice because I work out of my home, and we're in really dire need of certain items like blankets. The residents need blankets.
Okay, blankets.
Socks, shampoo, cream rinse, deodorant. We also do fidget blankets, which you have on your lap. Residents, they like to, with dementia and Alzheimer's, they like to fidget a lot. So they like to touch items that feel different to them in texture. So, and we have these items for them, but we're mainly in need of everyday items. And they love puzzles with big pieces that they can hold. And they love their snacks. They love chocolate and little soft peppermints. Items like that we're in need of.
Well, today I am joined by Cecile Walks Peace, an author. I am so happy to talk to you today. How are you doing?
Same here. I'm great. I'm blessed. Thank you for having me.
Well, this is such a treat. We're going to be talking about your book, Gigi's Gems, that you just released this year. This was a huge deal.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, it was.
Tell me, there's a story behind this.
There's a story behind Gigi's Gems. Gigi's Gems is loosely based on my mom, Irma Walks, and her bout with dementia. So the story, Gigi's Gems, is a children's picture book, beautifully illustrated by Cameron Wilson. And it's about 3 children and their great-grandmother, their queen, Gigi.
I love it, I love it. So tell me, what was your inspiration to start writing this book? You've been an author for quite some time, right?
I have. So I've done some ghost writing on a few projects, both here and also in the continent of Africa with some friends. And now it's just an opportunity for me to release Gigi's Gems, pretty much to just tell the story of how dementia is affecting our family, to allow our children to have an opportunity to talk about some tough topics.
Tough topics that you illustrate and talk about beautifully, but tell me, how do you make that palatable for children?
So one of the things about children is that if you give them the opportunity to understand, if I can understand it, then with my teaching background, I've been able to teach them how to understand tough topics. So oftentimes it's just an opportunity to empower them. And in this particular story, the children are trying to unlock Gigi's memories. And they find that they have to dig a little bit deeper than just on the surface of Gigi's favorite times with them. And it's the youngest one that finds the key to unlock those memories.
Oh,
yes.
Very interesting. All right, so tell me, for anyone who wants to read this book, where can they purchase it?
They can purchase this book, Target, Amazon. It's purchased online. It's also at Black Sugar and Spice Books. It was picked up as well there. And so it's an online purchase.
And if people want to stay, with you while you write more books in the future, social media?
Yes, social media. Find me on IG as well as on our website, walksinpeace.com.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Well, welcome back to Living Local Carolina, everybody. I'm in the studio right now, and as you can see, we've got a lot of props today. I love it. I'm so happy to be joined by Arnisha from Angel Diaper Cakes and Crafts. Thanks for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. What do you do, Arnisha?
So I'm a crafter.
Yeah.
Is what I call myself.
I can see that.
I do a lot of stuff, range from diaper cakes for the new moms to birthday decorations, retirement, anniversary, just anything crafty.
Yeah.
I'm your girl.
I'm a crafty girl too, so you're right after my heart here. We're kindred spirits. But you've got some really cool cups that have a little bit of elevated technology here that I've never seen before.
Yes.
Walk me through it.
So we have a few. The ones in the front, I call my conversation piece. These are glitter tumblers they hot and cold.
Love it.
Have like the little ice and your
That's always
topping.
fun.
I know you go to the beach and have your straw, whatever. And then we have the kids' cups and
Good with the handles.
right.
That's
And
always
then
good.
that one, the reason why I like that one is because as the child grows, it turns into a big boy or big girl cup because it comes with an extra lid and straw.
Love
so
that.
you can use it for a longer time. And then
Very
we
cool.
have a camping cup for campers or guys who likes to walk outside, when time change at 5 o'clock and you need light.
gosh, yeah.
So you can still walk and have your light outside
Look at that.
with your cup and your little handle and interchangeable lid.
Perfect.
And it tells you the temperature
Oh my gosh.
outside.
That
And
is
then
very cool.
We have 2 different size speaker cups.
Yeah.
So this one is a 30 ounce
Oh.
and they light up to the bottom and it comes with a handle and an extra bottom piece. So if you don't want to have the speaker with you, you can change it out.
Okay.
And the charge lasts for about 18 hours, full charge. So you can listen to music fully for about 18 hours.
So rechargeable, and then you just
It's
take it off
rechargeable.
to
Mhm.
wash it?
Yep, you can unscrew it. This one is the one with no handle. This is a 20 ounce. This one is a 30 ounce. And you just unscrew the bottom,
Love that.
wash
Easy
it like
peasy.
how you would anything, and screw it back on when you're done. And then inside you have the USB
Nice.
to charge it.
And we haven't even talked about this yet, but they're also decorated so cute. You can kind of customize.
You
and
can
stuff.
customize and put anything on here
Really?
that you like. Like for grandparents, they usually have. Like I did one for my mom with all the grandkids around it.
Very cute.
All her grandkids are on it, so now she has to get an updated one for the great grands.
Yeah.
And then we have our water bottle because summer is coming.
Oh my gosh, that is a huge
And this
water
is
bottle.
a
That's
100
a
ounce.
jug.
Yeah, this is a 100-ounce jug. So my favorite is drinking the tears of my haters.
I hadn't even read that yet. I love it.
So yeah,
I love it. I love
we
everything
have-
you do.
Absolutely. Then we have our centerpieces for
Very
your
cool.
table or decoration,
Yeah.
whatever, and your reef for the door, the wooden one. And then we have our vertical welcome sign
Yeah.
over here. And then we have our starter
The
kit
baby box.
for the new mom.
Oh, such a
And
great
it
gift for new
comes
moms.
with a custom-made blanket
Love
in
that.
the back with the matching. This is the burp cloth.
Oh my goodness. So you can get a name
So-
put on there?
Absolutely,
Love
you can
that.
customize it because the
Little
hats
matching
and mittens,
socks. Oh, those are mittens.
the mittens and the caps.
That shows how much I know about babies.
Well, it's been a long time since I had one. So, and then we have things in here that they would need, like diaper wipes, the rash,
The
ointment.
essentials, you know.
Yeah, right. So,
Gotta have it.
absolutely.
I love it.
And then you
Okay.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.